Song number 24 on WTBC's playlist the week of May 22nd, 1964. It is Johnny Tillotson. I rise, I fall. I lost 45 that just barely made top 40 for Johnny Tillotson. Jacksonville, Florida. That's where he was from. Born in 1939. His dad was a country music DJ. No surprise that Johnny Tillotson grew up listening to country music. But then he saw the King perform. Talk about Elvis in 1955 in Jacksonville, Florida, doing a show in Jacksonville. Johnny Tillotson thought, man, I want to do some of that rock and roll. He got a deal with the Cadence record label. He was signed by the president of that label. His name was Archie Blair. Cadence was a big deal. Oh, it was big. I can't tell you how big it was. Cadence record label sported the Everly Brothers and Andy Williams. Those will be Johnny Tillotson's mates on that record label. First song, it was a 3-year contract that he signed with Archie Blair on Cadence Records. First song, Dreamy Eyes, didn't do well, went to number 62. Johnny Tillotson goes back to college. He gets a Bachelor's of Arts degree in 1959. Archie Blair, though, the president of Cadence Records, made an investment in Johnny Tillotson. He was not going to give up on him. Released another song by Johnny Tillotson called True True Happiness, went to number 54. Released another song by Johnny Tillotson, didn't make top 40. And then Archie Blair thought, listen, Johnny, let's cover a couple of big R&B songs, R&B classics. Let's do the Penguins' Earth Angel, and on the flip side, Pledging My Love by Johnny Ace. Johnny Tillotson does both of those covers. Bombed. The DJs couldn't figure out which side to play. And then Poetry in Motion. Archie Blair brought in the best players in Nashville on this record. The blaring saxophone of Boots Randolph. Floyd Kramer on piano. Poetry in Motion went up to number 2. Either number 1 or 2. Well, either way, it was a huge hit. 1960 for Johnny Tillotson. Other hit songs by Johnny Tillotson, It Keeps Right On A-Hurtin', which was about his dad and his terminal illness. Now, here's the thing. Cadence record label was beginning to fold up in 1963. They released Johnny Tillotson from his contractual obligations. Johnny Tillotson formed his own production company, and he leased his recordings to MGM Records. One of them, Talk Back Trembling Lips, a country song back in 1963, and then the follow-ups to that. Talk Back Trembling Lips was really big. I don't recall the chart position. I think it went to number 3. But then the follow-ups didn't do as well. Word Guy just barely made top 40, and then the song at number 24 on WTBC's playlist, I Rise, I Fall, Johnny Tillotson. WTBC, the pride of the Crimson Tide. And boy, I tell you what, they're living up to it on this playlist.